Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 50 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson. I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo. And Soaring Solo is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one-person plays. And this experience is meant to bring us together in our creativity and as a creative community during this time of quarantine. So it'll continue to happen every day at 9 a.m. as long as we are in stay-at-home mode. Please make sure that you have something nearby you to write with and write on. And find a comfortable seated position. And go ahead and just close your eyes and get comfortable. And just start to focus on your breath. And feel free to audibly exhale out if you need to, releasing whatever needs to be released, any tension or stress. And imagine that with every in-breath, you're breathing in warm and nourishing light that is filling every inch of your body, expanding your lungs, expanding your body, just taking in as much nourishing breath as you can. And notice any thoughts that are racing through your mind or passing through your mind, and just let them continue on their way and pass through. Try not to attach to any of them. Just take a moment to do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, noticing where your body is carrying tension or discomfort or pain, where you might be clenching muscles and need to further relax and release. Just breathe deeply into those places. And imagine that on your in-breath, you are breathing in all good things, all things that serve you and fill your cup. Hope, faith, wisdom, optimism, kindness, abundance, humor, curiosity, love, forgiveness, acceptance. Whatever it is you need to breathe in. And with every exhale, imagine that you are releasing back to the world those things that do not serve you, those things that rob you of your joy. Fear, paranoia, bitterness, resentment, pessimism, scarcity. Just releasing those things on your out breath. Continuing in this cycle of breathing in what serves you and releasing what does not. And just allow your breath to transform so that on your out breath, you are now able to return to the world that which you have to give. So again, we are breathing in those things that serve us, and then on our out breath, we are returning whatever it is that we have to offer the world. Our own sense of generosity, hope, kindness, forgiveness, acceptance, love, Whatever it is that you have to give, just imagine giving that back to the world on your out breath. Just continuing this cycle of giving and receiving. And in this next moment, I'm going to guide you through a visualization. And I just ask that you trust whatever comes up for you. Try to be as uncensored as you can and as free as you can, allowing your intuition, imagination, and creativity to guide you. Try not to control it or make sense of it or overthink it. Just go on the journey. And know that you never have to share what comes up for you unless you choose to. So be very uncensored and free. I want you to imagine yourself at the beginning of a hallway. And you see 4 doors on your left-hand side of this hallway. And you go to the first door, and you open it, and you walk into the room. And anger is there. Anger is in the room. I want you to first envision what anger might look like as an entity. And then I want you to have an exchange with anger. Ask anger what it needs to show you or tell you. Allow anger to respond and give you whatever message it has for you, but just take a moment to be in this room with anger and see what you need to absorb, see what you need to understand. And just see what insights there are for you, what anger wants you to know. And take another moment receiving that message. You finish receiving your message from anger and you leave the room and you close the door. And you come back out to the hallway and you walk down to the next door. And you walk into the room. And in this room is fear. Fear is in this room. And first, I want you to take a moment to see fear as an entity. What does fear look like? Just take a moment to see fear. And as you go further into the room, again, I want you to ask fear what it has to tell you or show you. And I want you also to feel free to respond to fear and allow that conversation to take place. So spend a moment in this room with fear and see what you have to learn about it. Just take one more moment with fear, absorbing whatever insight you're meant to receive. And just slowly back out of that room, closing the door, going back to the hallway, and you go to the next door. And as you walk into this room, you see joy. Joy is in this room. So first, I want you to take a moment to observe what joy looks like as an entity. And just ask joy what joy has to tell you or show you. And again, feel free to respond to joy and have a two-way conversation. So just spend a moment in this room with joy, seeing what joy has to offer you or tell you or ask you. Just take another moment to receive joy's message and to give joy a message if you have one. And then slowly back out of that room, closing the door, going to the last room. And you walk into this last room and you open the door, and peace is there. Peace is there. What does peace have to say to you? What does peace look like? Just taking a moment to observe this character, this entity. Being in this space with peace, receiving whatever message, and having whatever conversation you need to have. And just taking another moment to receive peace message. And now backing out of that room as well, closing that door. And then walking back down the hallway into warm, nourishing light, leaving it all behind. And taking another deep breath in. Slowly coming back to this present moment and opening your eyes. So please take a moment to reach for whatever it is that you have to write with and write on. I'm going to set my clock for 8 minutes and I'll let you know when that time is up. But I just want you to write about whatever came up for you. Maybe you want to focus on one room, or maybe you want to write about all 4 rooms. Again, we visited anger, fear, joy, and peace. So yeah, you can write from the perspective of any of those characters, a first-person monologue, a scene, song lyrics, poetry, whatever comes up for you. Just express yourself freely, allow yourself the grace of a first draft, and try not to be perfectionistic about it. You have 8 minutes. I'll let you know when your time is up. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. We have just under 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes. A little over a minute left. Okay, please wrap up your writing. And again, if you've written on scrap paper or a journal or something like that, I would encourage you to transcribe what you've written into a document so that it is in a safe place. I would also encourage you to share what you've written with someone who can hold a safe space for you and support you in your creativity. And again, if you've been a part of this experience for the last 50 days, you probably have a lot of really amazing first drafts to start from, especially if you want to create a solo show. So it would behoove you to sit down and read through all of it and see what themes you discover and what dramatic question might be there and who the main characters are and things like that. See what comes up for you when you read it back to back. And if you missed any of the last 50 days and you want to go back and watch it, just visit my YouTube channel, Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo Artist. Everything is on YouTube, plus some bonus videos. And also please feel free to share this link with anyone you think might benefit from it, who might want to join in on this experience. Because I think stay at home, I mean, might be coming to an end this week. I know that it's supposed to be the 15th, but we'll see. We'll see what the announcements are. But so please feel free to invite anyone who you want to be a part of this. And then just some basic announcements. Let's see, so this Friday night is the Soaring Solo Snacks event, which is an open mic that is just for solo artists. So if you have a piece of solo theater that you would like to share, please join us for the Snacks event. It will be first come, first serve, plus a handful of artists that I've pre-selected to share throughout the evening. It is a $5 donation to participate and attend. So just email me at soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. That will be on Zoom, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And all of this is in the announcements. I'm just kind of walking you through it. And then my free class is happening this weekend, Saturday, May 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, as well as the 30th of May. So that is also on Zoom. You're welcome to join. You don't have to have anything prepared, but you do need to RSVP on my website. I actually mistyped that. You should not email me to RSVP. You should go to my website, jessicalynjohnson.com, and RSVP there for my class specifically. And then also this coming Saturday, Heather Dowling is returning to co-host the Soaring Solo Spotlight webinar series with me. We're really excited. We're going to take a look at how to handle controversy, character creation, and crowdfunding as a solo artist. I think it comes up a lot that people want to write about hot topics or challenging topics, and then they deal with the controversy of that, people's opinions, their own internal wars of talking about difficult things. So we're gonna talk about that. We're also going to look at characters, because that is a huge strength of Heather's as a solo artist, and she didn't realize that was a strength of hers when she first began this journey, so she can really speak to the evolution of becoming a character actor. And then we're also going to take a deep dive into crowdfunding. Both Heather and I have experience with crowdfunding, so we're just going to talk through budgets and how to be wise about that and how to roll out a campaign. And Heather made over $30,000 in a crowdfunding campaign that she did on an artistic endeavor of hers. And so she knows a lot about how to be successful in that way. So we're going to talk about that and other stuff as well. That's just the tip of the iceberg with everything we're going to get into. And that is a $30 suggested donation, but pay what you can will be honored. So again, that's happening this Saturday from noon to 2 Pacific time on Zoom. And you can email me for that, soaringsoloartist@gmail.com. to RSVP for that. And then lastly, if you wanted to work with me in a more professional capacity, please email me about that. I do one-on-one coaching, small group coaching, and power pair sessions. So I can email you the details about what all of those services look like and see if it's a good fit for you. Other than that, I think that's everything. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for day 51 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. Have a beautiful day.